Good evening. Namaste, everyone. Welcome to Talk to the Experts series, number 146 today. And I shall be your host, Rashmi Sudanand, on Spectrum, the Awareness Project platform. So it's my honor and pleasure to host this session. Before that, let me introduce myself. I am a parent coach and a life coach, and a very proud core team member of Spectrum, the Awareness Project. So today, gracing our platform is our guest, parent, couple parents, and their son, Mayank. So it's an honor to have them and welcome them. So let me welcome wholeheartedly Shiba Prasad Mishra ji. He's an experienced investment banker who has worked with various multinational and Indian companies, specializing in investment across different markets. After leaving his corporate career 9 years ago, he now works as consultant for brokerage houses and manage his own investments. Additionally, he is helping establish a design studio for his son Mayank and creating opportunities for him and other local children to benefit from it. Manjusha is Mayank's very proud mom. Manjusha is an IT professional. She works in the software industry, and she originally hails from Jharkhand and now resides in Bangalore, supporting Mayank in every way. Mayank is a young adult and is currently pursuing his graduation and has completed his diploma in multimedia. He's really talented, and seeing his talent, his parents have founded Ankan studio for him, wherein design your thoughts is the undercurrent. It's a creative hub that functions as both training center and a production center for design projects. Ankan Studio was founded in 2022, and they specialize in fine prints, coloring items, books, mugs, diaries, and most of the customized creatives. Their mission is to empower customers to express through personalized designs and blend functionality with artistic creativity of Mayank. At Ankan Studio, innovation and excellence drives them to create product which creates happiness not only for the customers, but the happiness behind is Mayank's happiness. So a very warm welcome to both the parents, Shibaji and Manjusha ji, and their dear son, Mayank. Welcome to our Talk to the Experts series. So would you want to say anything before we start off?
Thank you so much, madam, for your generosity.
Yeah. So my question to both of you as parents is, please tell us more about yourself as professionals and also as parents to Mayank, and how both of you owing up your own responsibilities of profession and as a parent, how did you manage all of this till today? So we can have Manjusha start that. Yes.
Yeah. So yes. So my professional career, actually, you have already touched, Rasmi. So I am Manjusha Misra, and I am associated with the information technology. I do productivity analysis and also support in continuous improvement of several projects in IT. And that's about me. And my son, you can see, like you all can see, Mayank. And Siva will add more on this. Over to you, Siva.
Yeah, hi, Rasmi. Thank you for your introduction. I'm Siva Misra. As you said, I'm an investment banker. And now, starting with Mayank, actually, it's a new project. And Mayank showed interest on his digital designing things, and he did a diploma. And we thought of starting this. So, mainly, it is this project of Uncle Studio is not only to help Mayank, but also to give a lot of boost to special children as well as people the same need, and we are trying to make it a bigger company, have a target also. Let's see how it works it out. but presently it is running fine, and at least our happiness is Mayank is enjoying, and he's very happy about doing the works. So that's all about our uncle's story. Over to you, Rasmi.
Thank you so much on that. Also, as parents, both of you have been parents working as well. So, how did you own up responsibility taking care of Mayank? Was it that only Manjusha or only Shiba ji you were handling? So we would love to hear from you so that other parents get insights as to how you handheld or how was your journey taking responsibilities each time. How did you plan that?
Yeah, okay, I'll take that. Actually, when Mike was a kid, we started with different type of therapies, and for us, it was like 23, 4 years back. It was a shock when he was diagnosed with autism, but it was for almost like 6 months, 1 year, we couldn't cope. Then we started thinking of how to go about it, and as he progressed, as he progressed in his life, he started developing different type of skills. Even if he is non-verbal, he started developing writing skills as well as identifying objects and all. So that's where the focus was. He was very much visual, and we got from a lot of feedbacks from our therapists that he is visual, and we fortunately got this opportunity of knowing about designing things, which is the thing nowadays. So I'll say that it was actually for us a good luck that we got to know about that, and Mayank also learned it, and it helped us a lot in communicating with him. Actually, if you see present day, how many parents might be facing this non-verbal kids with their non-verbal kids, but nowadays with all these medias and digital media, especially you can type it out. If you know how to write it down, then they just convey it. It is mainly the communication which helps Mayank to grow in his life.
Exactly. And how about taking turns? It was Manjusha or you. How did you manage with work?
We
Yeah,
both basically. Yeah. So shall I take it?
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes, Manjusha.
So we both have taken care about him. So we basically what we did is we plan our shift. Like as my office time is 9 to 5, so my husband always opted office timing after 4 or after 2, so that morning time I will be if in my absence my husband will be there, and the moment afternoon 4 o'clock Mayank comes back, then I will be there after that 5 o'clock onwards. So, and as we both were working, so we were also going outside and in a different world, so we get motivated there, and we start talking about, so any problem, any issues, many different type of issues comes, basically with having this type of children or any children. But what we do, actually we never thought it's a problem. So it's a problem. What we started thinking, if we think it's a, my husband actually punch line I am just telling. So he says, if any problem, it's a problem if we think it's a problem, otherwise it's a part of our life. So this statement actually, or what we do, we discuss on this, then we discuss the same issue along with the therapist. And I was having good fortune to work from home also sometime. My office they provided, and then we got good support from environment also. We got good support, even if we think like, okay, we'll have to pay, but the support system should be there. So our support system was very much strong, so that we were able to manage outside work and inside work. Supposing for example, I'm just telling you, I'm going to office, before I leave my office, I used to call my support person saying that, okay, because Mayank was very much good with logics and puzzles in his early ages. So she used to keep everything ready. keep everything ready. Once I comes back, then we used to take him for the park, then come back home and start doing his, and he was very obedient at that time also. He used to sit for 2 hours, 3 hours, he will do his maths, he will do his puzzle. And so we were managing. The moment my husband comes back home, maybe late in the night, 11 o'clock, but morning time he will be there along with my uncle. So and we discuss a lot about any thing, because we were both handling, working professional, then handling alone a child having who is non-verbal. So we used to talk a lot, how to deal the next day, how to take the next day, how to plan. So planning was a key basically, Rasmi, on this, and our togetherness. Yes.
Yes, I really appreciate that. And that was the reason I asked you this question, because for many parents, they are working, and how do they manage their responsibility is just not one person's responsibility. And I think, Manjusha, the way you stated, really beautiful, brings out your experience to many such parents who really struggle or get puzzled when they get the child diagnosed with, on the spectrum. Or so the way you said how you managed your day amongst both of you, and also planning, taking things very positively. All of this is a great insight, I'm sure, for the parents who will watch you and who are watching you. Thank you so much for answering that. Uh, Going forward, as you mentioned about therapies and your planning, so how has your journey been from Mayank's diagnosis to now owning Ankan's studio for him? So what's that journey been? So we would love
Yeah.
to know that insight from you as parents.
Mm. It is a very vast area and emotional area also, Rasmi. So I can say, like, when Mayank was 7, 8 months old, he was a very, very loving child, having curly hair, crawling. He was very loving child. We were not knowing this boy will not talk or non-verbal he will be in his future. So then by 2 years, actually by 8 months, he got one vaccination. After that, he falls sick, and after that, I don't know, somehow those bubbling words also stopped. Then by as a mother, I am from a joint family, so I used to see many children start talking by 9 months. So as he was not talking, I used to complain. I used to say at home, why Mayank is not talking, Mayank is not responding. Then uh, then our pediatrician also told, no, no, you are taking more attention. See your son, such not even 1 year, he is drawing, he is doing so much of other activities. So don't worry, boy kid, they start talking late. So okay, no worry. But the thing is, mind goes all the time there. After few months, maybe he was close to 2 years. At that time, again and again, that question is coming. Then we took him to, at that time we were in Mumbai, so we took him to Hinduja hospital. We came to know one of the best neurologist from in Asia. He visits 2 days to Hinduja hospital. Dr. Udani, actually his name was. And we were actually waiting for him from morning. Since morning we were waiting, and we got his slot 2 p.m. and we took him. And within few minutes, not even 5 minutes, even 2 to 3 minutes, he just wrote there saying that mild autism. Mayank is having mild autism. He sent us outside and he wrote mild autism. But at that time, no media. Nowadays everybody knows about all these difficulties, because Google is there, so many other social medias are there. But at that time, I was not knowing what is autism, what is special. Okay, so he just wrote mild autism, and he asked us to go to one department. Then my husband took us that paper and took us to that department. The moment we were approaching to that department, I'm seeing children are having different faces. They are there, and I was very young at that time, maybe in my 27. Then mm, I could not walk. Seeing those children, I thought, oh my God, Mayank is having this issue. Means I could not take it actually. I was not able to walk, even I am remembering now. And I just sat down there. Um, so that day onwards, then we came to know, okay, he is having autism, and what is autism. All those struggles started. Then we took him to speech therapy, different speech therapist, and speech therapist used to come home also at that time. Even if he was small, we were having hope, saying that okay, he will definitely talk with the medicine and all these Ayurveda medicine, because we believe on Ayurveda more and homeopathy. We started. Yes, he was having some sleeping issues also. It got resolved when we came to Bangalore. Then when we came to Bangalore, when he was 6 year old, our life took a turn, saying that as you asked me the journey, I'm just touching this line. So we got his assessment in Spastic Society, and we met Nalini ma'am. I'm feeling happy to share her name, because she is a person. First of all, she assessed, and after few days, she told Manjusha he is very much visual. Then that was one Friday. I still remember. Very next day, Saturday, we were taking him to in Bangalore CMH Road. We were taking him for pizza. Even if Maida was no, but as a mother, I feel like all the children are enjoying. Let him also enjoy a bite. So we were taking him, but Mayank was having interest in ice cream. So what he was doing is he pulled us, and in CMH Road we were having calendars. People actually they sell calendar having food picture, small food picture, and he pulled us and he is indicating, saying that okay, this is ice cream he wants. Then I told my husband, see, yesterday only ma'am told he's very much visual, we should work on this area. So immediately we bought that calendar and we started keeping that calendar at home. Then very next day I told same situation, same story to actual story to ma'am, saying that ma'am, this happened yesterday. Then she told me, Manjusha, then we start building social stories for him. Then that journey started. Social story I started building many social story. My husband also used to get some picture. We were collecting picture. Then going to restaurant, going for a haircut, going for airport, any type of all the social stories we started building, and we were seeing he is understanding more on the visual, all those pictures. Even when I will talk, we will go to airport, nothing was going, but the moment he will see the picture, he will understand, and he will do the way we explain in the picture. So that is the visual thing. Then as a mother, as a father, we always work with a computer, laptop. Then we bought one iPad. He got an opportunity to attend one iPad workshop conducted by SAP Lab actually. That time. Then he was the first child. They said okay, he is very good in absorbing the things. Then they gave him training and he was very good on that. So thinking this visual, as he is visual, then he is good with iPad and computers. Then two things mixed. Then we came to know some the people are Ames Media, actually they were giving training in multimedia designing. Then so we enrolled him for diploma course. My husband was telling, right, he did diploma course 2 years. Then 2 years diploma course he did, and he was the always that thing comes, okay, he is obedient. But one thing is, like if we will give command, then he will listen. Otherwise he will be very good, do this, do that, 1 2 3, like sequence wise if I will write, then he will be very good doing those steps, completing those steps. Then some people told us to, actually I tried for testing also if he can test, but the thing is we saw he is more in having more interest towards designing, because he is able to see whatever he is designing. And then he got his training in multimedia, Photoshop and video making tool. Then then how long he will be taking training, right? So after training something he will should work age appropriate thing. Then 2021 onwards we started thinking how to make him employed, so that he will go to office, because now age has come, he will think going to office also. Na, then my husband started thinking we will make one office for him, so designing studio we will make. Then designing studio, we were not getting a proper guide who can come home or come to our office, who will be, because so I was guiding him, I was sitting along with him, but my time also goes for my office. So it was becoming very very hectic, because 12 o'clock 1 o'clock till that I will be working along with him. Then we were not getting, so my husband himself, he went and he enrolled himself in one designing education area. So then he got training. Then we 2021 we started train the trainer program we started. Then 3 people actually we gave them training, and now children are there. How we built
Oh,
Ankan studio, as you
yeah.
were you touched, so that Ankan studio got built in 2022 with my husband's aim and goal. Then train the trainer program we did. Then Ankan studio got evolved, and now all the children 22 onwards they are working happily in the office, and building different type of designing sorry, they are designing customized design they are doing. They are making different type of products. Okay, so
So,
this is
yeah.
the story. Maybe I took long.
No, no, absolutely not. So, since Shivaji is here, I would request you to just very shortly narrate as to why, as a father, you delved into learning and what made you do that, which Manjusha just mentioned.
Yeah, yeah, madam. So actually, when there is a problem, I mean, we are actually really struggling. And 2021, 2020 was very odd years. Those are all COVID years. Getting a trainer was difficult, and anybody coming to in person to your house was difficult. So as we are not getting it, so I thought let me get admission in a certificate course on Photoshop and all. Then I started then, and through that of course I got some insights, and we got some ideas that how to do a train the trainer type of thing. If Mayank actually requires a person one to one touch, to learn something or even to design something, because he has designed. If you give him something on steps, he designs it properly. But supposing some innovative things comes, you have to give him an idea. So that thing came up. So I thought we parents can give him the idea. Supposing to draw something like a scenery, you have to tell him, then he starts drawing it. So that's the idea I took it up, madam. So anyway, that was good journey. But anyway, now we have three, four children already trained in our studio, and even we have training two special children also in this field. Hopefully they should also catch up with us, and we'll slowly trying to expand for a few more children so that we can their works in through our Ankan studio thing, and it will give them a boost.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Manjusha and Shivaji here, letting
I
us
I would like to say something, Rasmi. So, idea behind Ankan Studio, building Ankan Studio is basically our children. We can send them outside, but always a protective environment is good. Safety is very much necessary. Because of that, we thought children, not only Mayank, like this, other children also sit in one safe environment and do work, will be engaged, and at the end of the day they will be happy. This is only one idea behind building Ankan Studio.
I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate Manjusha, your being so strong, coming up and sharing insights of your journey with all other parents on this platform. And very important aspect which I would like to highlight here, hearing you out, is a mother's gut feeling or mother's sense should not be overlooked. Like Manjusha sensed very early on that Mayank is not, speaking. We often hear from our peer society or our group or families, okay, ho jayega, nahi hoga. But I really appreciate both of you as parents going forward, uh, going for diagnosis, believing in your gut feeling, believing in what you sensed was not something, because I think it is not nobody other than the mother's feeling, is what one can rely on. So that gives a indication, and I think that should be the first step of anybody who feels like this should go for early diagnosis. And as you have been through early diagnosis, you have paved a way for Mayank what he is today. Creating a safe space, acknowledging his creative talents, building that capability for him so that the Ankan Studio, as you mentioned, is there for a cause and basically for happiness of your son. So thank you so much on that. That was really, really insightful. I'm sure those of us who will listen again and again, I'm mentioning, they will have insights from your journey. So my next, ask is that what are your thoughts? Like right now, Shiba ji just mentioned, on that basis, like what are your thoughts on capability building and empowering young adults who are on neurodivergence with your project of Ankan Studio?
Okay, I'll take that maybe.
Yes.
So actually, we have seen in our journey, like Mike's journey in this thing, there are a lot of things which requires, like, they are not only special children, but they require different type of attention. So now, when we have taken children, we are focusing, training them with whatever their capacity is there or what they know. We're trying to, improvise and slowly putting across. See, for these children, what we have observed as parents is, like, if you enroll them to a course, like a 6 months course or 1 year or diploma or something, that doesn't happen. Good for every children. Every children here in this spectrum are different. Somebody takes 6 months, somebody takes 1 year, somebody takes 2 years. So it is like you have to be continuously supporting them. So that is what we are trying to do with our children whom we are taking. So it's not a time frame. We are trying to. It's not the certificate or the time frame through which you should work actually. So that is what our aim is. Now also, whoever are children there, we are telling their parents that, your child will take this much of time. He has not learned this step to this step to this step. It will take some time. So if they have that patience and move it ahead, then it's really good for capability building for special children. They should not force it like 6 months, 1 year, diploma, certificate, this type of courses, and they should rather put more time on them in their learning. Now, even without, like, supposing some children are having, internet access through a lot of IT courses or this designing courses, if the parents can support them and they can help them through that, they can also do that from home, but they should give a lot of time, not like normal children. And in our studio, our project is not only to this, like some children who are not even supposing are it's difficult for them to learn designing. We're trying to do where they're, some capacities where Ankan Studio can help them. Like now we have started like this coloring books designing, and we are doing even this calendars for different themes and all. But what we were normally designing the things in an Ankan studio, we were outsourcing it to for printing and for building and all. Slowly, we are trying to see if that printing type of jobs or the binding or those jobs which can be done by our children, and we are training them. So we can build our children on depending on their capacity. It's more that if you what I believe is we keep them engaged for starting from half an hour to 1 hour to 3 hours. Now mine sits for almost 8 hours. 5 hours almost in a stretch, then it takes a break, then it sits for 3 4 hours more. So if that can be achieved slowly, this parents will be happy, children will be happy, they will know something. And we can think, I mean, in our society, like there are a lot of jobs, and we know, like as parents, that which our child can do, which our child cannot do. So if we identify certain things which our child can do, it might be a part of the entire job. It But the journey begins from there. Actually, we can train them.
Yes, I really appreciate, the thoughts behind. Uh, Basically, the thoughts are built on your own journey, and you have clear insights as to what a child would need. A child who's on spectrum, what would be his needs? So it is not a time-framed course, but it is self-paced learning mechanism, what you have stressed on. So I think that's a real good uh, kind of insight for parents who can collaborate with you, who can work with you, and most importantly, engaging children in creative ways so that they are happily engaged doing something so creative as Mayank is doing with Ankan Studio. Thank you so much for that insight. So, Manjusha, my question to you is like, what is your message to the parents, to the parents community in terms of working on their mental health despite being caregivers, and how do you strike a balance between both the roles? And in particular, I am asking this question not only as October is celebrated as Mental Health Awareness Month, but it is a very integral part of the parenting process.
Yeah, so as a mother, actually initially I was thinking I will not work. I will not, even if I did my MCA. But when Mayank was diagnosed, so I thought, okay, I will put more of my time for him and I will not go for work. But it's my husband who pushed me. No, no, you should use your capabilities, your learning, and you should work. So that work, going for work outside, actually it changes because we meet so many people. Okay, so that is the one area which helped me. When the moment I come home, I start seeing the things in a different way. Not always, okay, if I am at home, I'll be seeing one thing only always, right? So as I go outside for work, taking other responsibility, then come home and take this responsibility. So I was I was not feeling tired because the moment I was coming home, my son will open the door with a smiling face, and that time I thought, okay, I did so much of work in office. Let me do this also. This is one thing, and secondly, I I believe on meditation. I believe on prayers. Okay, so that helped me, and that will definitely help others also. And always I think all the children, all the individual, they will be having different type of abilities. Okay, and once we can trace it, we train them, then definitely they will do very good on that area, and as a parent we can lead a very very happy life. So this is one thing I can say.
Yeah, that's
Hopefully I answer your query.
yes, that's really important. So may I we can also have Shibaji's views also on this because he has also equally co-parented Mayank. So what would you like to say? Manjusha had said her part that as a mother, she really appreciated you being a force behind her to pursue her career, and then coming back as she has a different outlook towards this, and coming back really joyfully looking at Mayank. So how would you describe your uh, mental health uh,
Yeah.
ways coping up?
Yeah, madam. As she rightly said, actually, she is a MCA from an NIT. Nowadays, even to get an admission into NIT also is very difficult. But she is passed out from NIT. But I was thinking that if she works, that's a good thing. Like, you mentally also, you are feeling that you are with the society as well as you are working with a special child. So it is the motivation which she said, from office as well as meditation, which is important. And mostly what we have seen as parents is it is more of patience. Like, our child will not be like his other children. And if you go on like if you have a mental thing, like you go on comparing the society or children with normal children, or even special, even within special children also people have different abilities. So I mean, I feel like we focused only on our son and had a lot of patience, and whether he's falling off, like is going slow and something, or not doing something, or his graduation is taking longer time, we are patient and waiting, and we are just giving a feedback. I think patience is the main catchword. And you can think of anything where your son is getting is when even if Mike is doing this thing, designing courses. Before designing, he was good at household works also. So Manjusha was quite innovative, like trying for even vegetable cutting, and she contacted local vendors out here, like the Nilgiris and all, and they kept Moying's vegetable cut vegetables in their showroom for quite a month and two. So it's like experimenting where your child expertises and knowing it, and have patience to just guide them. And we are just parents as a force. I mean, for normal children also, parents are a force to guide them actually. So if we are a good guide, that is good with patience and all.
It's very beautifully said. And I think you've underlined very two important aspect. One is accepting the situation as it is and, being okay with it. And secondly, patience. So if you have both these ingredients in you, you will definitely have your, sanity of mind, and you will be at peace to what you do. So I think that's a real good insight for for all of us, rather. So thank you so much for that. So your one message from both of you as parents, your one message to the community as a whole, what would be that?
Each and
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
each and every child or individual comes with a mission in this life, and having different type of ability, different type of capability, each and everybody in this world. So maybe whatever is the form is, maybe verbal, non-verbal, physically challenged, whatever it is, they come with a mission and they come with some abilities. So as a parent, I would like to say, if we can trace that area and start training them on that area, then each and every individual will be they will be established on their own life. And as a parent, we all can basically enjoy with our children happily, and as a family we all can enjoy the life. So this is the message from my side. Yeah, I believe on this. Yeah.
Beautiful message. And I can see that, mirroring, because Mayank has, as a beautiful family, Mayank uh, has been sitting with you all through the sessions, smiling all the way, very joyfully. So that's wonderful. And Shivaji, one short message from you as well, last but not the least question.
Yeah, actually, it's the same thing which I said. I mean, the parents should have the patience. I mean, the patience actually pays. And you would have heard a proverb like, fortune favors the brave, actually. But actually, if the parents are having patience, the catchword is actually fortune favors the prepared. So you prepare your son for whatever is the eventualities. So if is ready whenever an opportunity, like we got an opportunity in Ankan Studio, slowly expanding business, all the parents can think of either employing them or self-employing them or sending them to offices or to musics or something other than. Everybody can do something actually in this
Yes.
world.
So beautiful. What you've mentioned is really, really inspiring, insightful. Also, we at this platform, we will be having our 365 quote calendar printed with Ankan Studio very soon. And this is the opportunity or a good fortune we had that we could meet talented young adult like Mayank, and Ankan Studio would be featuring our 365 quote calendar very soon, and it will be out for everybody to have a look at creativity of Ankan Studio, which we heard today. We'll see it as a physical copy with all of us ourselves. Thank you so much, Shivaji, Mayank, Manjusha, for taking out your time on a Saturday evening to be with us and sharing with your insightful journey with a lot of takeaways. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you
madam.
so much,
Thank you.
everybody. Have a wonderful weekend ahead. Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you.